Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a Lenovo laptop. This is a Lenovo IdeaPad 5. The exact model is an 15ITL05. That information can be found inside the BIOS or on the bottom sticker on the bottom of the laptop. But this is for IdeaPad 5 with an iCore 5, NVIDIA RTX, I believe, and GPU. And in this video, I'm going to take you on a step-by-step how you can open it up and how you can clean, repaste, and service your laptop. These are just a maintenance. You should be doing you maintain them once every 6 to 7 months. And it's good for the components on the board. So you remove the dust, the debris that can create short, and you increase the lifespan of the CPU and the motherboard. And this is not a benchmark test or just testing between the thermal paste and stuff like that. I'll leave the link for the tools I'll use and the good thermal paste that I'll recommend for these laptops. I'll leave those links in the video description. So pretty much, let's get into it. All right, just remember, by repasting, servicing it, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything's going to be left the way you had it before. So all you need to do is to power it off completely. You want to grab yourself a good screwdriver set. I'll be using an iFixit screwdriver set. And from this tool set, we are going to be using a Phillips, a Torque. I believe is this one. No, this is too much. Is a Torque number 5. So T5. And if you get the Pro set for the iFixit, they will give you an opening tools and stuff like that. If not, grab yourself a guitar pick. And metallic guitar picks are suitable to opening cases and covers. One sheet of the workshop towel. People always say, can I use microfiber towels? No, don't use microfiber towel. The reason is for the next one is we're going to be using a 98% isopropyl alcohol. Don't use anything under 98% because it's going to contain more water, and the water is not good on electronics. 98%. And once you spray alcohol on the towel and you try to clean the components, this will rip apart and will prevent damage on the components. So that's why I always say use microfiber towels. A good thermal paste. You can use an Arctic MX4 or the new one, which is MX6, which is really great. Or if you want to go overboard, overkill, you can go Thermal Grizzly Extreme, or you can go even with the PTM thermal pads, which are good, okay, still, but they're really hard to get and expensive. Just go with that Arctic MX4 or MX6. You get the same result. Anyway, so down here on the bottom, you're going to see a whole bunch of screws. There's a long screws that go in the back row right there and on the sides. And the front ones are the short ones. So remove the back ones, keep the back and the mid on one side, on one pile, and the front in the different pile. Also, if you guys like my videos, if you find my videos helpful and helping you guys out, you can support the channel by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. It helps and motivates me to make more videos, take requests, and answer your questions in the comment area. I see that only the long screws are only the back row, the sides and the front are the short ones. So if you put the long screws in a short place, it's going to come from the other palm rest, or you can damage the motherboard. Always make sure you put the short screws where it goes, not the long in the short. And once you're done with that, you need to grab yourself the opening tool. And you want to start from the corner in the back, or you can even start in the front, but I like to start by the hinges. You want to stick it right there, and you want to twist it upward. You want to hear these click sounds. You want to work yourself in the front. I'm doing about 1 or 2 millimeters of the guitar pick. I'm not sticking the whole guitar pick in there. Just do it like this in the front. You want to hear those pop sounds, so that the clips are getting loose. You want to work yourself all around. Go in the corner. Nice big pop sound right there in the back corner, left and right. Once you're done with those, you want to put it down and you want to grab it from the back, lift it up and wiggle it around, and it will release the bottom one. Take it outside, wash it out, dust it out. Use that old or new toothbrush to clean the dust mesh if you have any. This one doesn't have a dust mesh, and clean up pretty much. And down here, we can see the whole motherboard and the whole heatsink and fan. You can see the fan. If I bring it closer, it is kind of a little bit clogged up. It's dirty. The airflow is not even. So we're going to clean that one out too. So we can see we have a nice big heat pipe, double heat pipe, one big thick one, one skinny one. Goes over the CPU, I believe, and the GPU, and right over here. Before we do anything, we're going to disconnect the battery. They don't give you enough room to disconnect the battery here. It's really hard to pull it back. So what I like to do is to remove the battery first. So grab the Phillips number 0, remove the screws that touches the battery. There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. And use a Phillips number 1. Is a better fit. So let's remove these screws for the batteries. For the battery, I say batteries because there are a few cells in here, but it's actually one big battery. And once you remove the screws, you want to grab the battery, bring it, lift it up a little bit, and you want to grab it by here. The cables are really tough, so you want to slide it towards the front. Don't yank it up. You slide it out, and it's going to release this jack. There's no clips or anything on it. Just pretty much you want to slide it back, right? So put the battery to one side. And down here we can see the BIOS battery is right in here in case you want to replace it. We're going to remove 2 screws on the CPU and 3 screws on the GPU. And before we do that, let me show for those people, I get lots of comments asking me, can I just remove the fan without removing the heatsink to just dust it out? And sure you can. First, what you need to do is to pop the cables for the Wi-Fi antennas. So this one doesn't come, I don't want to stress it, so I'm going to remove the storage unit, pull it back, 1 screw at the back. Now we can easily push it or zigzag it out. There we go. The fan cable, I don't like yanking on this cable, is really bad. Grab yourself a curved tweezers. And what you want to do, you want to put the tweezers on the side of the jack right in here on the, let me get it closer so you guys can see it. So what I like to do here, I'll put it right beside the jack, your fingernails or your curved tweezers, and you just wiggle it around and pull it towards the fan. That way you don't damage the cables. All right, next we're going to remove the 3 screws that touches the battery. There's a black one right close to the heat pipes. Let's put it here. And 2 chrome screws on the left side. All right, once we remove this one, we should be able to lift up the fan and pull it back. And you can take it outside, use a toothbrush, just hold it like this and just brush it off and blow some air and clean it up. And I can see there's a dust buildup in there, so you can grab a tweezers, just clean it up, remove the excessive dust that is built in there. And that way you can just do it every few weeks, every 2-3 months, just clean up the dust. You don't have to repaste in case you don't want to. All right, I took the fan outside and I cleaned it up with a brush. Look nice and clean. Now you can see actually the every fan, so the airflow is going to be nice. All right, once we're done with that, now if you want to repaste, let's go ahead and remove the screws. The screws, they have something called a C-lock. The C-lock will prevent the screw coming out entirely, so pretty much just do few rotation and then that's it. Just leave it there. Next, what you want to do, you want to grab it from here. Don't grab it from the back there. You want to grab it closer to the components and you want to lift it up. There will be a tension because of the thermopaste. Let me pull it up a little bit. There we go. It snapped out because it's really dry. Once it's super dry, all right, so we're going to clean it up. So let's put this to one side. And let's grab ourselves a workshop towel. Spray it on top. And let's go ahead and clean up the CPU. Just rub it off. Put on alcohol. You can use a plastic spatula to clean it if you want, but be careful with the capacitors around the GPU. You want to be very gentle with them. As long as you clean the crystal die, you're fine. You don't need to go crazy cleaning all around it. So just clean up the crystal die, and you should be more than fine. For the CPU, for this Intel CPU, there is no capacitors on the board, on the chip, so I can just scrub it off. In here, I'm just being very gentle, so I don't pressure. And there we go. So we're gonna wipe Now that we clean that one up, clean up the heatsink. I see this thermal. This is a 1 millimeter thermal pads in here for the components around it. These thermal pads are okay. They are not cracked up or anything like that. So these are for the power regulators right in there. Now we need to clean up this dry one here. Put under the alcohol and wipe it out. There we go. Nice and clean. We're going to put that to one side. And now we're going to grab ourselves the thermal paste. We're going to put one big drop right on the GPU, one drop on the line on the CPU, and one drop on the PCS chip. The small die is a PCS chip. The big one is the CPU chip. Die, I mean. All right, once we have that one in place, what we need to do is grab the heatsink. You want to bring it up, align the screw holes. Make sure they're aligned. And you want to set it down, hold it, and start screwing from the right to left. This one is a cross screw. There's only 2 of them. In here, I will start from the number 2 here. There's a numbers on them. You can follow the numbers or just cross screw them. So this is just a triangle, so it doesn't matter how you start. It will be cross screwing anyway. Grab the fan. Before you put the fan in, put the connector inside. It's easier. Just want to slide it in. Before you put the fan in again, you want to hold a little up, align, press the cable underneath over on the grooves, goes under, comes over, goes under, and right there. Now it's in place. Once we have it in place, put the 2 chrome screws on the left of the fan. And the black screw goes right between on the fan and on the motherboard. Snap in the connectors for the Wi-Fi. Doesn't matter which color goes where. They're both the same at the end, so it doesn't make any difference. So you can put the black cable on the right or left. It's the same, identical, because they're both antennas. Grab the SSD that you removed. Bring it down in 45-degree angle inside the jack. Push it down. Make sure the screw hole is matching. And then pretty much what you need to do here is grab the battery. Before you put the battery down, make sure the cable goes in the jack right in there. And pinch them in there. And then drop it down. Put the screws on the battery. Don't tighten up too much. Just reach it. Once put the screws for the batteries and we plugged it in, grab the bottom cover that you cleaned up, put it over, push down the back, push down the side, just pinch them down. If you see any gap opening, just pinch them down and grab your screwdriver, switch it back to torque number 5 and put the back screws first and the side and the front screws. And this is how you can repaste and clean your Lenovo IdeaPad 5 model 15ITL05. I hope you guys like this video and helps you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.